let's move to the defensive side of the football. Of course, we'll head up front, and of course, there's three paramount players that are coming back in Jaheim Aotis. You got Tim Smith. You got Tim Keenan. Your thoughts about what the defensive front looks like?
Defensive front's got a nice rotation here, Mark. Guys deep across the board here. You mentioned the main three, Jaheim Otis, who's changed the spelling of his name by one letter. It's not Jaheim, which is Jahiem. It's now Jaheim, which is Jehiem. So he's
Okay.
changed his name by one letter this offseason. He's also changed his number, going from 91 to 10. He's going from 91 to 10 here on the defensive line. So big changes here for Mr. Otis, the former four-star from Columbia, Mississippi, in the 2021 class. You know, that young man right there. When you look at Tim Smith, a season ago, he started to really grow. I mean, his freshman year, the 2020 season, he kind of jumped off the table a little bit. Sophomore, senior season, 2021, excuse me, didn't have the big burst from the 2020 year. I mean, 2022, did some decent things, but not all that much. But last season, he really started to come out as much as Bama fans thought they would. Bama fans thought they would see more of him early on. But last season, 31 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, really started to take more center stage. The former 5-star from Florida, now at 6'3", 6'4", 302 pounds now. So he's shed some weight. He's dropped some weight. He's developed more of a pass rush to his game. He's always been kind of a decent, solid run stopper, but now he's developed more of a pass rushing prowess there. So Tim Smith, looking forward to seeing what this year comes for him, especially in the spring, seeing how he took a bit of a jump there in the 2023 campaign. Tim Keenan took a big step this past season in terms of being that two-gapper in the middle. He was able to wiggle his way through to a sack last season, had 1.5 tackles for loss, but he did have 38 total tackles in 2023. The big performance for him, you go back to that Texas A&M game where he just was everywhere, jumping off the tape against the Aggies. I think he had 9 total tackles and established a presence there in the middle. So Bama Nation looking for even bigger numbers there for Tim Keenan. But Keenan, Smith, and Jaheim Otis are not as expected from those three. But other guys, you're throwing Damon Payne Jr., former 5-star in the 2022 class, 2021 class, excuse me, by the way of Michigan. A lot of people looking at Payne to have a big jump here. You look at Jamarian Latham, who came in that 2020 class from Pickens County High School in Reform, Alabama. People are looking for a rise from him. He also changed his number from 93 to 20. So Jamarian Latham going from number 93 to number 20. You got LT Overton, the transfer from Texas A&M. He's in here now. What can he do? What can he bring? What can he provide to this Alabama roster? So there's him. You also got young guys like Jordan Renard. You got young guys like Hunter Osborne, who came in the 2023 class. Going to be fun to see what can they provide. You got the likes of Jeremiah Beeman, who came in this recent class, 2024, by the way of Parker High School in Birmingham. There's a lot that he brings to the table. You got Steve Mboa, who came from Canada. That guy's a wrecking ball of an early enrollee. That's going to be fun to watch him, the tape he can put onto the field. So there's a lot of depth here in this defensive line rotation, coached by Freddie Roach. How much emphasis he will put on pulling out the best from all of these guys, getting all of these guys in the field. Going to be fun. But the ringleaders of this group, as you mentioned, Mark, it will be Tim Smith, it will be Jaheim Otis, and it will be Tim Keenan.